Good evening and welcome to Eric's Entertainment. I'm Eric Staver. We're talking about some of the things you can do in the greater Hickory Metro. Well, that's usually what we do. So tonight, something a little different. I'm going to talk about something, a little bit of a travelogue. Now, last week, I wasn't in. Actually have for the entertainment, I actually went to Myrtle Beach and I actually shot some footage down there and talked about some of the things that me and my family did down that way. Now, school's getting ready to start. School has started today in Hickory Metro, but also, a lot of people wait until Labor Day to do their trips, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things you can do in Myrtle Beach. Now, of course, we went to Myrtle Beach. We stayed at the luxurious Sea Watch Resort, which was lovely down there, and also went by and did the Ripley stuff. That's like a family tradition in my family. Went to Ripley's Museum and looked at all the oddities and all that stuff that's right there, on the boardwalk in Myrtle Beach, and just enjoyed that so much. Go through there and take the kids. My kids had not been, so I was very excited to take them, to show them Myrtle Beach and go down there. I hadn't been in some years myself, and it was kind of nice to go down there and see what was there. Now, right down there at the boardwalk and on the pavilion there was as well as the new Sky Wheel, and we rode the Sky Wheel that's right there at the Landshark Cafe, and enjoyed that very much. It's a beautiful view. You can see both ends of the, out into the ocean, and each side beside of you of the beach of the grandstand there, and can look down through there and see all of that. And it's really quite amazing. And they said that the Sky Wheel is only 1/10 the size of the London Eye, so that gives you kind of a bit of a perspective of the folks at the Olympics of what's out there. And also, while we were down there, we also swung by and went to Ripley's Aquarium. Now, that was probably one of the highlights, to go through and see some of the sharks, beautiful, beautiful animals going through there. They also had like a mermaid show. A lot of fun for the kids and for families to go and get in touch with nature a little bit and see what's out there. So it was very, very cool to go to the Ripley's Aquarium. And that's on Broadway at the beach, so that's a little further out, but not that far away. Everything's relatively close. You have Myrtle Beach, north of Myrtle Beach, and then Broadway at the beach. They're all relatively close, so nothing terribly far away. And but that was one of the highlights, was going to Ripley's Aquarium and seeing the mermaid show with the kids, and that was a lot of fun. And seeing the sharks go over your head, because you're actually in a tunnel and go through the aquarium. So that's really kind of cool that you can see up under the fish as they swim overhead. Now, we also, while we were down there, had the chance to go to Medieval Times, which I'd never been to Medieval Times. I'd done maybe Dixie Stampede. Now, if you're not familiar with Medieval Times is one of those, you have dinner and a show, but it's set in, of course, medieval times, and it's set in 1300s Spain, actually, is what the story is based on. And each group of diners, travelers, has a night that they pull for, and the night they have jousting. They had a falcon coming through, falconry going on. They also had the show horses, and then they also did combat, and it was a lot of fun to go and do that. Your meals included, and Medieval Times was a lot of fun. Definitely something you're going to enjoy. Your kids are going to enjoy, and also get that little taste of history while you're out and enjoying your vacation, because I got a lot of questions about, well, why were they fighting? What was going on? What was this about? What was that about? And it tells a nice little story. If you've been to Medieval Times, they just recently changed the story this year, so the story is different, but me and my family had never been, so it was new to us, and was quite enjoyable going to Medieval Times. But there was so much to do in the Myrtle Beach area. It's something you're going to love. We also went to a great local restaurant called Mr. Fish that was down there. There was so much going on down there. And what you need to go do is go to visitmyrtlebeach.com and visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Look that up and see what you can do. The folks at Visit Myrtle Beach were so kind to us, giving us press passes to let us do some of the things that you saw here, but it was just a great, great time. And don't think that, just because Labor Day's come, school started back, that Myrtle Beach folds up and dies. No, of course not. They have golf year round. Because they got the great temperatures, then they also have all these great things going on all year long. So it's something you can go and do with your family, even during spring break maybe, or also during you know, the Labor Day holiday. And it's so close, it's not so far away that it's inconvenient. So it was a short drive down there and a short drive back home, and we just had a great time staying. Of course, it's a Sea Watch resort, and that was one of the best things. They had the lazy river that the kids could play on, and they also had several pools, and of course going down to the ocean and just being able to see the ocean, smell the ocean, and walk in the ocean. Just a great thing. So don't forget Myrtle Beach when you're thinking about your entertainment and something you might want to do. I'm Eric Stafford saying I hope you have an entertaining weekend.